Hello everybody! Hello once again! Welcome to I Love You Colonel Sanders. So we're gonna be playing a dating sim for the first time. And it's the official KFC dating simulator game, I believe. We're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. New game. Before we get started, tell us your name. Kuwa. Of course. That's me. I already have the K in KFC, so if I make a free company in Final Fantasy XIV, it's gonna be called KFC. Because it's called Kuwa's Free Company. Kuwa Fried Chicken, yeah, that too. This is gonna be good, yeah. It's gonna be finger-licking good, yeah. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. Oh no. I'm a student and I love K-pop. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Oh man, this is so my game. Smack that clock up and at 'em. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, UCS Academy for Learning, UCSal. Your mind begins to wonder. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. You need to take this seriously. I'm gonna daydream a little bit. Colonel Sanders, the man hotter than his fried chicken. I know, right? I don't know who it was, who the actor was, but wasn't there like a wrestler, Colonel Sanders, back in like 2017, 2018, or 2016? There was like a Colonel Sanders wrestler guy in WWE, and he was like promoting the game, the 2018 game. They did his makeup really nice. His hair was like really nice. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Ah, yes. Just like the anime type of thing. But like the KFC biscuit. Mmm, delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. Yikes, you're in such a hurry. In fact, you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. Not me. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive in time. Uh-oh. Okay, so we have biscuit buckets. What next? Fried chicken? What? Gravy? Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Uxel, let's just call it Uxel, okay? Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Aw. Oh, I like that she's what do you call this? Contrasting colors, her green and red, and also red bow. Good morning, Kuwa. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of your lives? Of our lives? Actually, because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. Oh, she also has red stockings. That's nice. Also her eyes are red. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, I ate it. When I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? I didn't even know there was a wrestler. Yeah, there was a wrestler, Colonel Sanders. Look it up. He's good looking. Classic Miriam, raised by master chef parents. She's always held herself up to a very high standard. Ever since you were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box. Quicksand box? What? It's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great. Quicksand box? Who installs that in the playground? Seriously. But with Uxel's famous 3-day only semester. 3 days? Okay, this is gonna be good. I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Oh no. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? I'm gonna pep talk my best friend. She my best friend. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and you had our tarot cards read? I can't read today. The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet. And she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? And that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? That's Jollibee! I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. Sorry, girl. I'm pretty sure you're gonna meet Jollibee with your red and whites. And I'm sure I'm sure you will soon. In no time you'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? Yep. You definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Ooh, custom-engraved measuring spoons. Kuwa merch someday. Hey! It's Ashley. Your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. This is the Jollibee girl. Look at her red overalls. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. Chicken shins? Look at her stocking. She has chicken wings on her stocking. That's cute. You leave Kuwa's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. No, she's right. I have bird shins. Sorry. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man. What the heck? Has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Oh yeah? Let's see it. Van? You rang? Look at this star. Wow, what a JoJo guy. Look, he only has the white thing, the buttons, the front lapel of the chef outfit, and just nothing. It's just a bib. What the heck? You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Look at this star head. He's a star. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, Uxal, goddamn, would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe it's Van. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Shh, see you later, losers. Oh. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Pop. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick? I love you! I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi Pop, I'm Kuwa. So, are you gonna make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me or is he kinda cute? No, he's not. Come on. I think it's just you. Yeah, exactly. You know, Kuwa and me, Kuwa, we think alike. We think the same, because we are the same. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. Okay. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy, chit-chatting. Who is this guy? Who is that? Is there Philippines? There's no Philippines. Oh, just kidding. It's right there. It's so tiny. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of class. Adorable! Oh, he got little glasses. Oh, look at the outfit. Now, quiet down, everyone. Oh, Sprinkles! Look at the little podium that he's on. Who is this unreasonably cute pup and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of Uxal. There you go, Uxal. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect, woof. Oh, look at the posies. Cute! What? A dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Yep. Oh no, not the Utah spelling. Where? Where? Utah? Where Utah, Lucido? Meanwhile, out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill in the air inside the classroom. Who's gonna clean all of this up, okay? Pop, I'm chilly, someone close the window. And then, he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. Oh, it's him! Colonel Sanders, he's got a cool little pocket pen on his side. It's him, it's... If it isn't my favorite student. Harland... Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. Harland? A rushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. Why me? Look at him! What the heck? And this over here must be sweaty sweats a lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before faucet pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is it? And what is with all your really weird insults? Besides, when Kuwa sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. No, don't... Don't do that. How did Colonel Sanders become hype in Japan anyway? He replaced Jesus for Christmas. Yeah, a lot of people have KFC as a Christmas meal or something, the buckets and all that stuff. And also, not only KFC, but they also have Wham's Last Christmas on repeat. Although, it's been years since I last heard of that rumor. It might be a different song now. Maybe it's finally Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You, you know? In Japan. It's a meme that people in Utah would name their kids something like Ashley to make them different. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, wait. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Stay away from me! 6 feet! Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy howdy, this classroom gets hotter than Kentucky Friar. Oh, is he? Are we gonna give him a southern accent? Where did Colonel Sanders come from? Please, use my handkerchief. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you? About how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will you respond? Take the handkerchief. Ever met a person named Jahan? I know a Jahan. It's the horse from What We Do in the Shadows. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. Silk on sweat? I don't think that'll absorb well. It's so beautiful, you hesitate to press it on your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. Transcendent. Yeah, I read it right the first time. What the heck? It has this natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Cholesterol and day-old oil. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food. Yeah, why not? I love that. I love tiny things, tiny food. I see tiny pumpkins all the time in the grocery and I'm like, oh, that's so cute. And tiny watermelon, so cute. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the Broom Cooking Arena, the BCA. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Oh, hello. He looks like a Professor Layton character. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? It's my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. New Professor Layton for Switch 2, yeah. Exciting stuff. Oh man. I want to play the Professor Laytons, maybe on my own time. I'm not very good with puzzles. I'm gonna be stuck a lot if I stream it, you know? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. He's showing him his butt. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town in his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. What? Huh? Visit where? The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks into the classroom. As everyone stands in silent obedience, when he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. What? You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? Chicken snack, of course. 'Cause KFC. Wait, what's this? Is this autoplay? I bet it is. You reach beneath your apron and return with the chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wild as he locks onto it. His favorite, yes, I know. Well, I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Aww, disgusting. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. That's right, write it down. Take notes, guys. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. Hey, Kuwa! There's still a seat here! It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested. Two good options. But which will you choose? I don't know, best friend? Or a guy that I've never met before? Best friend. You move to take your seat by Miriam. Well, we can't throw ourselves at the colonel on minute one, you know? You gotta build up on it, you know? I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Yeah, best friend. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Yeah, exactly. Colonel Sanders? Colonel Sanders? He has such a magnetic personality and there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. It's okay. You're my best friend. I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. Best friend, yeah, best friend. Hi friend, how goes the dating scene? Well, we literally just started and I'm already tongue-tied. Because there's a lot of characters and I'm trying to do a voice at the same time for each character. And as we all know, I can't read and do voices at the same time. I was really doing good last stream though, but I guess I already used my reading, like, charge, whatever. My reading alt from the last stream and I haven't recharged it yet. Yeah, best friend. Yeah, we went with Miriam. We went to sit beside Miriam because we gotta play it cool. As we said, it's only day 1, so we're gonna have a few more days to get to know the colonel. Don't worry. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. He just went through that. He's actually a really old guy. He just went through that acid facial treatment wherein you'll basically burn your face skin off and then your wrinkles will be gone. He went through that procedure, that's why he looks so young. As soon as you settle into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. P-U-P? Puppy? Yay, a quiz about me, no not you. This is incredibly This is incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for a life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B, and point B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Oh, okay. Phew. Extremely looking at you, Pop. That's right. Trying to rizz up the Colonel before Valentine's Day. Yeah, exactly. That's why we're playing this game. So we have a date on Valentine's. Just kidding. I already have a date on Valentine's. It's Bihun. Hehe. Too bad, guys. Just kidding. Forest is to tree as chicken is to feather? Chicken? Feather. That's right, yeah. What is the most difficult eating utensil ever created? The spork. Comically oversized fork. A meat tender? The most efficient eating utensil. Yeah, spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Fried chicken. That'll clog up the broken parts of the heart with cholesterol. Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat. Ooh. A pancake that looks like a silly face. Now, we went for the love food. Is Sprinkles a good boy? Yes! Wait. He's a talking dog that teaches at a culinary school. He is the best boy. That's right. It should have been me. That's okay. Well, there's always some other time, but for now, Bihun is my date. Hehe. Perfect score. 5 out of 5, of course. Who wouldn't date Bihun? They're all awesome. Yes. We're Bihun. Wow, be honest. Did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. That's what I say to artists if their art style is nice. I love your brain. Your brain's so very big and wrinkly. That's what I say. Hot diggity, Kuwa, you just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. The Stewart Cafeteria. Established 2015. Oh wow, 10 years ago. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. Should I give him like a southern accent or whatever? Because he says howdy and stuff. Although, of course, that's stereotyping. I'm sorry. Okay, shush. Lunch. She said shush. In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. The smell that smells smelly. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Anchovies! That smelly smell that smells. It's this! Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light, full of oil, ooh. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish, ooh. The aroma envelopes you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept! Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating! For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. Was it like 13 or 7 herbs and spices? By my calculation, nothing less than 11. There you go. It's right there. 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. Of course. Bird friend! Yay! Ooh, what this? Gold pixel heart. Oh, that's a cute badge. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Shaw. Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what Zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. Okay. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that she is destined for greatness and the fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold it in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. My big teeth, yang. It's amazing! Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transport you to another dimension, into the past, from when I first took a bite of that ratatouille. Oh, wrong movie? Okay. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim toward the light. Focus your mind, savor the moment, and everything it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go for the emotional route. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy! Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? No, they're not. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Yes! We got him all to ourselves just 'cause we tasted his cooking. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. Me am chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Ha, how bold to come out and ask. Oh, he has a thing. What an established student. Look at his waist. Waistline 0, cinched for the gods. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that'll make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep it a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. Are we actually gonna get the 11 herbs and spices recipe at the end of this game? Dun dun dun. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I used it at the... Tell me! I wanna know! It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Okay, fine. If it's a KFC licensed game, they're definitely not gonna tell us our secret. Fine. The 11 herbs and spices were the friends we made along the way. Yes. How many people do we have in the cast right now? 11? So it's like 1 hair. Or like their very essence for each herb, you know? I did that. Wow! You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. Yeah, where am I gonna find these boxes, you know? While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find I can't read today. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you've got big plans. I dare say the biggest. I'll leave my mark on this world, you can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest, but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Yeah, exactly, there you go. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex, but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Kuwa. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena. What the heck? This is some Gordon Ramsay kitchen, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Oh, I just noticed the tile is like magenta, like my color magenta. Yay! Look at this place, it's magnificent! Finally, we get to show our stuff! Wait a second, oh no! We have to show our stuff! What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're gonna earn with your signature, adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and, pair off. Excuse me. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Oh, come on, you gotta have better control than that, Kuwa. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear? Wanna be my partner? Sure, Kuwa, I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep boop buzz. Oh, go for the machine. Go for the machine, please. Oh my, 2 potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Clank. Cause he got the stuff. He can be an additional hardware in the cooking process, maybe. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partner. Shutting down. Sorry, Pop, I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know what the assignment is yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Visit. Oh, look at his face. Their face. Clank's face. They got a V smile like me. Look, see? Same twinsies. Tissue? I hardly know you. Ha 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 ha. Clank judders, and the panel shakes loose. You might get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Well, okay then, well, great. Looks like you 2 will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you 2, for today's lesson we're gonna keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get an idea? Well, that's nice. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. Write that down. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Really? Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Yeah, potato and gravy. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you turn away quickly. So it's like this. Oh, me? I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Ashley, looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? No, geez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Kuwa's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was a deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into the boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. What the heck is this music? Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van. Are we working a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Kuwa was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Wow. Way to go to invalidate my humanity. Don't you feel deep down that we cast what? Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes sense. But one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Okay. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks, in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who's always has your back. I mean, Miriam is kind of busy with Clank right now. But then Miriam has always been, has always, you know? Colonel Sanders, fine. I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Kuwa as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Kuwa's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles, in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking in autopilot. Oh, okay, cool. I mean, if only I could do that too. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. Butter and cream, write that down! It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. Elsewhere, come on now. I just know what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. When did he make the gravy? Oh my god! That looks good. That looks real good. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Dang, now I want KFC. Yeah, me too. You're telling me, man. I never had a biscuit. I had the biscuit, but I never had it back home in the Philippines. I don't think they ever sold that. The biscuit. The thing? The muffin-looking thing from earlier, you know? I don't think they have that in the Philippines. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift the heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sparkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. No! You're wasting food! Stop it, me! Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? I miss the unlimited gravy KFC gives in Manila. Always have a separate bowl for it. Oh yeah, we used to make soup with it, like, I personally never did that. But I had classmates back in school where they would actually just take one soup bowl and fill it up with gravy. Because the gravy in the KFC back in Manila and the Philippines are unli. They just have like a bucket, excuse me, with a pump on it, and you can just, you know, just get how much gravy you want. But I think nowadays they've limited that option. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've had KFC, and I don't think I had KFC before I left the home nest. Oh well. So if you're in Manila, in the Philippines, or if you have a KFC near you and you're in the Philippines, do tell me if they still have unli gravy. Hold on right there, Kuwa. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expected better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Worth flying over the Pacific for it. Yeah, if they still had only gravy, sure. Can I has potato face? Van Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe, wow. Blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. Okay. Oh, his hair, it's all messed up. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. I can't read right now. What the heck? The interrupting student rushes at Van Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late, it has been eaten. I think I felt something and I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Oh no, it killed him. He's dead! Everyone step back, don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. He's got an iron stomach, that one. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They're as motionless as statues. Is he dead also? This is just the plot of Food Wars, is it? Oh man, I've yet to watch that anime. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things despite obvious danger has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. You know what? That's me. I am Pop. Even though I'm lactose intolerant, I still eat cheese and also milk. Milk products. But I don't drink the milk. Like glass. Can't do it. I can only do fat-free. Low fat, you know? I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Ghost of student. Hello! I just turned into a ghost over here! Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on! You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. Okay. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Oh, look at the stars! Oh, I love how they made the pink dark. It's like purple. Colonel Sanders, okay. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today? Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize that I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why became... I can't read today, why? Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Just let it develop a little longer. Let it simmer for a bit. Observe, you know, before saying anything. What if it's like a fluke or something? What if it's just a first day kind of thing? Stop! Don't do it! Colonel Sanders? Yes, Kuwa? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, and that our souls may grant them like wishes floating in a shooting star. Hey, no, you, shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Yeah, he has a star on his head. One might say he might be a JoJo character because he has a star. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The spork monster is here to fight the hero. What the... Huh? Huh? Well, huh? I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid. Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster. See? Is he rhyming on purpose? This is just a coincidence. But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. Huh? Now? Huh? Defend. You decide to defend. Which defense will you choose? What the heck? Big word. Trepidation. You close your eyes tight, but then open one just enough to squint and see the spork monster across the battlefield. For some reason, this makes you feel more prepared for what comes next. I'm also closing my eyes, one eye. Spork monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Out of what? Fat, a lot of good that defense did. Attack. You decide to go on to the attack. Cook with love. Does 1 damage. Spork monster won't forget this. Spark monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Monster Earth itself. Mother Earth. Dang it. They grow larger and more intimidating. How would you respond? Attack! You decide to go to the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spark monster is no quitter, buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Spark monster uses utilitensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. What's my health? If you take more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Well, it's not like I can do much. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Buff up. No one can control this much buffness. You start to feel bloated and, quite frankly, a little gassy. You'd better attack soon or you're likely to explode. You decide to go on the attack. Chow down. Eat the monster. A powerful blow. Spark monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Yay, Zelda time. Pot Pie Power Pinch. Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast. Let's be nice. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. Oh, he's totally gonna come back with a follow-up encounter. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said. Promise? The Spork monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. Oh, the gold. It's a book of magic spells, with a golden chicken on the cover. What is this game? You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Barco. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding a mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness takes over you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night. Good night, my Colonel. Z. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love dreams are weird. Z. Oh, look at the little pictures. Cute. That's cute. That's cute. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you've had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? We still don't know what it is. It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Already? Okay then. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. Okay. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound like a little strange, but I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular. He was voted prom king at school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode, huh? And was also the convertible. Convertible? What's a convertible? Is that a car? That he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade, huh? I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow and... Wait, huh? Either way, maybe it'll be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We are? Even I don't know if we're a thing now. We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. Secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in there? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in a botanical garden when I was wandering. Predator! This can't be good. Yeah! He told me all about his passion for spices, the secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if it did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was like anything I'd ever tasted. Is this like a weed allegory? I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here, yeah. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. Is he your dealer now? I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be of much use to anyone. Please, it will mean the world to me. No one has to know if it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Make a fake ingredient. I'm sorry, bestie, I didn't mean to. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. No, that's worse. You could have just said salt or something. What the heck? I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt is like marigold or something. Eye of Newt. Wow! Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you're satisfied her curiosity, and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm what she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you are interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. Uh-oh, there he is. On a horse, also. Where'd you get that? It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Stand back. Second day. Halfway there. Yeah, let's go run to him. Let's just fling ourselves to him, why not? It's like we're like halfway, it's fine. You decided the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him, and then we get run over by the horse. Surely he'll sweep you up onto the back of his stallion, and you'll ride away together. That'll show her good. Oh, Colonel! My Colonel! However, your sudden movements surprise the horse, and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face. Yeah, there you go. Ouchie, my face! The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. I died. In the darkness, you see a vision. What the heck? I actually died. Ooh, Kuwa! I am here to deliver you a message! Not this guy! It is important that you remember this, exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. I have been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times, and that name is... Oops. But before he can continue, you suddenly awake. Aw, jeez. You awake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? Compliment the craftsmanship of his horse's shoes? Or lean in for a kiss? Too soon for a kiss, so we'll compliment the horse. Maybe you shouldn't be riding a horse to school, and maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here. But one thing is for sure, that Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. What? That horse has beautiful shoes. Okay, you can do it, Kuwa. You got this. You got Riz. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing onto my face. Okay then. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you see your favorite 2 rivals. Not favorite. Just your 2 rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Tell them to stop acting immature or act like you're not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look. This one, the second one. You sit near the rivals but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. I can't read today, what the heck? You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you go upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes... panache. Panache? Is it like ganache but with a P? Panache? Panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the sport monster. Oh, that's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book, they've got Pup pinned to the wall. They're tossing a potato skin at him and he's trying to catch them in his mouth. We're playing! Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep bop. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over the Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts! You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Visit bump. Oh, he angry. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. Not your mother. No, your mother was a stand mixer. How is that an offense? Maybe she was a stand mixer because he is one, isn't he? Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders! These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it just might be over for me. But I'm not interested in either of them. What? I think it must be over me. Oh, the clank? Okay. Ashley's tone was completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least, or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Yeah, he's a businessman. Maybe I can help you with your business plan? Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the... Damn it! I'm getting a little frustrated. That's okay though, it's just that I think maybe I'm reading a little too fast. I gotta take it easy, you know. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class today. He's painting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Oh, panting. Oh man. Students, please, take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. Aw. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. Sprinkles stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Oh. Down, boy, down! That command shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that. Sorry, I got a little carried away. After he catches his breath, Sprinkle regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly, you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. What? But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food right in front of you. Well, Kuwa? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A glass of water, a shimmering pepper, a dog biscuit. Huh? A shimmering pepper? What's a shimmering pepper? What is? Glass of water? Shimmering pepper. Glass of water? Dog biscuit? Which item do you want to sample? Dog biscuit. Because of the shape of its baked in, you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles. As an example of his own culinary talents, perhaps? You reach out for it when Sprinkles jumps up and bites onto your cooking apron. What? What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. Oh man, I fainted twice. I never even got to taste it. Is this the end? Did I mess up? I'm sorry. I just wanted some Scooby snacks. You fade into darkness, but something is there. The spork monster? Borko, what are you doing here? It's not your time, my friend. Your act of kindness has not yet been forgotten. You watch as your apron magically repairs itself. You won't have to live in embarrassment anymore. Oh, is this me actually respawning? Thank you, my friend, whoever you are. Which item do you want to sample? A shimmering pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. Did I die? I did the wrong thing a second time. What? The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. I can see forever! My friend, ooh! This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message, ooh! You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... sorry, I think I've got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through... to fulfill... the prophecy. Cough, cough, cough. You must. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. Did I just mess up? You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Was the water the right answer? Oh man. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Hi, I'm back. How's it going so far? I think we're halfway. Because we're on the second day of the semester out of 3 days. And so far we've seen forever for like 3 times now. We've seen forever, meaning I think maybe we died like 3 times. In a visual novel. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time. Step up and tell them you're on. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time. Come on, we only have an hour for lunch. Don't do this to us. Is everything a competition with you two? Yes. Yes. Well, not with me. I'm on a personal journey to learn to love. To learn to love? Sure, why not? But definitely not to constantly battle. Yeah, stop getting your games... what? I can't read. Yeah, stop getting your genres crossed. Don't you have some portable monsters to capture or something? Oh yeah, they do look like Pokemon characters. Because of the posing. And the star and the Jessie looking hair, you know. I need to eat if I'm going to have the energy to sustain my education and pursue my dreams of becoming a master chef. How are any of us supposed to get anywhere if we're constantly fending off challenges from every know-it-all with an apron? Besides, I already brought my own lunch. Kuwa, you should have it. It will give you the energy you need to succeed. Oh, thank you. Miriam reaches out and presents a gift to you. Oh, so tiny! My special grilled cheese and tomato soup. With chocolate milk to wash it down and a tartlet for dessert. Aw, you're so cute. It only takes you about 5 seconds to eat Miriam's tiny food, but it's just what you needed for motivation. You know what? I've learned enough for today. Let's battle. What? Okay. I'll show Bihun. Hello, Bihun. Hello. Just as things reach to a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students. Please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn the timer. Turn on the timer. What the heck? Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." Huh? And that's what I'm talking about. Aroo! I stand corrected. If it's a battle you want, it's a battle you'll get. My bestie can best the best of them. Okay. Best believe it. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. Okay, one-liner. I will defeat you myself. You had this chicken and you made the mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Are we making mashed potatoes again? Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? It always boils at 174 degrees. Huh? That's wrong. Ah! What were you thinking, Kuwa? Get your head in the game. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices do you say you use? 11. You might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Vigilance? What do you mean? I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time to do some dog jokes. Next question. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy. So where does it come from? Deep beneath, small town. Shit, that's right, this is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. Aroo! Oh wait, I did it right. Okay, great. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What's the sound of success? Sizzling! That's right. Is it bubbling? Oh. Don't make me get the spray bottle. Is this the end? Yep. Game over. Try again. Okay, fine. Sound of success. Bubbling. That's right. What do you mean? The biscuits are so good. Yeah, I've had biscuits ever since I moved out of the family nest. It's good. I've had the Popeyes one. Yes, the Popeyes. The Popeyes. I'm sorry. 100C, 100F isn't enough to boil water even. Okay, good. Next question. You know what's current sound in the corner of your eye? I believe in you, Kuwa. He's actually cheering you on. Oh, do we have like a scoring system? Like if I get 3 wrong, it's game over? Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonful of what were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition, grrr! You are stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk! Oh man, we are so distracted. It's so over for us. Yeah, sounds about right. Popo, yes. Popo, yes. You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry. What can I be? What does it have to do with crafting spectacular fights? Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's so colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes! I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Kuwa does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There is an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed, but then you lose your hand in the process. Aww. Kuwa, no! But you're not fast enough, and your hand gets stuck. Yeah, there you go. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Yeah, see, there you go. We lost our hand. Oh, come on now. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two, on account of Kuwa's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. Doggy chops? But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to the dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Kuwa to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Ooh. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredient hidden within. Oh, it's one of those. Okay. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry jelly. So fancy. There's even a flower and a leaf in there. That's cool. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you! As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel. Is internalizing good? That's good, right? Or what was the bad thing? Compartmentalize? Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash. What the heck? And they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. What do you mean? Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. Oh no, am I doing it wrong? The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. What are we thinking about? It's day 2. We've only met him like yesterday. It's fine. His doggy mouth. Oh, okay. Doggy chops. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from devastating loss, but from that run-in with a mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. You think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. Obstetrician? I just noticed your southern accent. Yeah, I mean, he says howdy and y'all, and he doesn't say his NGs. He shortcuts the NGs to N apostrophe, you know. Reading non-stops did seem tough. Yes, thank you. Thank you for understanding. Yeah, so I'm giving him a southern accent. But not too thick, because first of all, I have no idea where he came from. Like, the KFC guy, I have no idea where he comes from. And also I'm not very good with accents. And reading, so... whatever flows out of my mouth, we'll go with that, you know? I was passionate about life, okay, with obstetrician, okay. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. Huh? How old are you? A gunfight? I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. Yeah, tell us more about your friend. What the heck? I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would ever deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changed focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. He has a size 0 waistline, can't believe it. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Your pop was just there in the background. Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle-scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the sport monster. What? Borko? It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back. And after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Oh, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. Yeah, exactly. This has fulfilled my dream of hearing a Pinoy take on the southern parlance. Much obliged, Miss Al. I don't know. I kind of want to learn how to do a Midwestern accent instead, but I'm learning. Give me like a year to do that. Either Midwestern or Southern. But I'm not really good at accents in general, but thank you. Okay. Yeah. I know that you're strong and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a sport monster, you see. What? I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no. I was a golden retriever. But I was still a student. Till one day, some mean kids with a magic spell shutting down. Okay. Well, no. I was a golden retriever. But I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me. And I was forever transformed. Oh, that's why your name is Borko. Because you bark, 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 you know? A magic spellbook. Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would have cheated them through sorcery and guile. Guile? Guille? If you need me, don't fear. I'll be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Kuwa, together I am sure we can defeat them. Okay. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss? He's inviting us to his house! On day 2! Okay. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. But it sounds like you're about to find out. Oh, here's a chicken statue right here, right there. Well, you can't see it, but I'm in the way, but you can kind of see the head, right? It's right there, see? Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. What is that? Oh, look at his baby picture. It's a little guy with a lollipop, and he already has the goatee there. He's on a camel. What is this? I can't really tell. Don't mess this up! I'm late, but wishing you well. Going to bed here soon. Oh yeah. Take it easy, Kringa. Also, hello. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Stepping inside of Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Yeah, I doubt Colonel Sanders is in it for the romance. He's just in it for the business and for the learning, you know? Like, you know? You gotta respect that. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perks up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy, or something crispy, or both, perhaps? Maybe I'm making the jolly chicken joy. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? I want to know. Reveal it. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. Is it halo-halo? I present to you my original coleslaw. Oh, right. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back to this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sublime! What was the line? Okay, I agree to be your... what was the line? I agree to be your low effort, long distance, non-committed girlfriend. Okay, excuse me for a moment. Sublime! From the Barbie movie. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. The baby picture! Baby pic! Oh, he's holding a chicken. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. Bald! Bald! That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Yeah, exactly. Probably the same type of person who would have made their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? Okay. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. I want to see this one. That's him! So he is old. He is de-aged. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. No? This dude has his arms clasped together and he's holding his shoulder. What the heck? You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Okay, camel. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. Are you not questioning that he's young? You gaze out to the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Ooh, Ghost! Jost! Are you thinking about heading out to the world and on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with the breeze. Okay, chicken. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on the corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy. Must have been imported to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. Yeah, exactly. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Okay. Ooh. DNA! Is he a clone? A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Keep it. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver. Huh? Okay, cool. Eat it. Eat it, I guess. You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." There's something sinister going on with our boy Colonel Sanders. Poor guy. Picture! This must be where he keeps a secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. 11. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? No. That's salmonella. Scented candle. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. That's my lucky number. Yeah. 11 herbs and spices. You are the KFC. Excuse me. Power tool? What? Who has the... Excuse me. Who has a power tool scented candle in their house? Freshly starched collar? What? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of 69? The best year. No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. I guess that's all we can tap right now. There are no more sparkly bits except for this door. Ooh. Oh, WWE? 2016 Colonel Sanders wrestler coming back? Why was there a bell? You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. Gross. Just kidding. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they mean? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! Also, so apparently, yes it can. What, the power tool scented candle? Oh, the chicken sashimi. Disgusting! Well, it better be like smoked chicken or something, so at least the bacteria is like dead and gone, you know? You forgot to take it off. Okay, you decide that now is your moment and make a big move. You tell them your code. You fess up and tell the truth. You decide that now is your moment to make a big move. Should we? I guess he invited you to your house. You made him eat your food. Whoa, this isn't that kind of game. No, I meant, like, not to be blame you for trying. But still, game over. What? Huh? Try again? Oh, I thought we were just gonna say something like, oh, I love you or something, you know, just like the title of the game. Come on now. Don't do this to me. Fess up. Tell the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. Okay, so that was the proper answer. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. What? At least eat the thing that he prepared for you. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Yeah, that's the spirit. Colonel? Yes, Kuwa? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! OMG all the way back, I know, right? Dream sequences is... Oh, look at the cute things. You awake to a beautiful morning and Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Ooh. Oh, the fire pit is floating. That's cool. Isn't this like a 70s kinda retro futuristic style? Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Oh yeah, if we hadn't pressed the candle, you know? In some jurisdictions, isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Is KFC actually telling us something? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. No, it's not. It's alright. It is simple. Fried chicken, biscuits, butter. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say we're in the perfect match? How presumptuous! My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Flatter him, yeah, sure. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pull in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with a right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. What? Oops. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, awaits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something might have happened to you. It's okay, But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but... You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date! I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. What the heck? Okay. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? Yeah, exactly. And I'm not really sure where we stand. You went skydiving. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Wowzers? Okay. Yeah, I say that too. Miriam offers to support you no matter what to do. Oh, thank you. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals at the quad. I just realized that... What's his name? Van is doing a... What's his name? Joseph. No, Joseph? There's Jonathan. Joseph Joestar. He's doing the Joseph Joestar pose. The guy, the Jojo with the scarf. He's doing that pose. This one, not sure. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pup, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because you know, he's Pup. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you I'll order you up one right away. Oh, come on. Almost there. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly drip dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school? There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Kuwa, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince in pain. That's the name of the first lawyer in Ace Attorney, Winston Payne. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrived just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Kuwa, how's that hand feeling? Oh, I forgot, it's Colonel Sanders. I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Kuwa. I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Kuwa. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. To see Ashley for who you know she really is. So we have a different perception of Ashley. Instead of saying for who she really is or something. Whatever, I'm just nitpicky. Who am I to judge? I stutter. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Don't do it! Whoa, what's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Looks like a book of spells. I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. Don't do it! Don't do it! You open a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use the spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. Oh. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger. Tie a string around my finger? Interesting. What is that? Is it like putting a coin in your shoe for good luck? Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. In case of extreme emergency, or if you really, really feel like it. Yeah, exactly, little ninja. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Don't do it. Don't do it. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. Yeah, there you go. Can you read the spell to us? I could use it. Habudi habuda. Habudi habuda. I'm blue habudi habuda. Forget. There you go. That's the spell. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. You gonna fart because you're happy? He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. No, dogs can rather be unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses on the I have an itchy eye. Anyway. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Squirrel? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Oniguro, and also the ninja. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you to never come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied with that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. Ahem. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Kuwa, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see? But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class! Oh no, are they fighting? You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane, strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language out of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off your cool kid friends Stuff and John. Jeff and Joan, J and J forever. Is this like a Johnson & Johnson kind of thing? Watch us from a triangle and form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Biz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. People. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or cliff for all I care. Sad beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gap in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Oh no, you broke him. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Oh, ew. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Ew! Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. The test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need for a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know, right? Boys, disgusting. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I know that you know this, but I'm just gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me, are you? Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank, or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to throw a little interest in anyhow. Yeah, exactly. You gotta have some self-respect. You know? Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears off her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice for a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van and the supposed Man and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of recipe you've been working on. Kuwa's famous chicken pot pie. KFC pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a French pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Kuwa, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell of it is slowly filling the space around you. I think maybe I'm tunnel visioning. I'm like doing a tunnel vision on the words. Like I do it one by one. Maybe that's why I mix up, and also I'm reading too fast again. I gotta take it easy. Sorry. Excuse me. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. Yes, I am. How do you know? Can you smell? You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get into your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore it, there was no sand at all. Fess up about your practice dish. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but chicken pot pie, with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Oh no, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But I'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Oh. Ooh, does KFC have a chicken pot pie? Really? Because it's like neatly illustrated in the KFC colors, you know? Oh wait, I keep forgetting to give him the southern accent. Oh well, I'm sorry. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. You've always loved country cooking. I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you through over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. Okay. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, what is this? What, because there's the C or TM, but what's the R? His original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at full 10 out of 10, with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. What the heck? Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Baster Blaster! What the heck? Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Okay. Even Clank gets into it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's a singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Again? I laugh, you laugh, the toaster laughs. I get my shotgun. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No. Do it the hard way. Do it the fair way. It's not the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm doing it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win over your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Wink. I believe in you, Kuwa. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Kuwa, since you were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. Me. Remember, I'm your friend. Your best friend. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, then who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. Oh no. Noodles? Oh yeah, mac and cheese. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she even get an ion newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling it up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Oh. Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Aw, he's sad. Steve, the spork monster, notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. Uh-oh. I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Huh, yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, do you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup, back in the old country, you can feel Spark Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should just watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during a scare tactics class, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes out the hint. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck! Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep within, down within yourself. Deep down, deep. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. What is this, Dragon Ball? Also, my hair is already mac and cheese yellow, so... My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Kuwa, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. Oh man, you interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. What? Energy courses through your body. Huh? You know that with this power you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you are powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. Oh man. But don't worry, dear Kuwa. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. As all you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What'll happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules is never easy. Has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off-screen, okay, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hey, I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop, hanging from a broom hooked by the elastic of his underpants. Oh no, sabotage! Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in Uxal history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. Oh yeah, we unplugged him. I mean, Van unplugged him. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. A short 72 hours. Not even, actually. Wow, 3 whole days long, yeah, I know, right? But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Oh, little guy. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. Oh, so tiny. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy afloat in its itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Aww. Excuse me. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? No thanks. Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electronic toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Yay. Thank you, Kuwa, for helping me believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell, topped with caviar. Oh, wow, so fancy. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my kind of brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leaned in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grr. Grr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Ouch, my tongue! What? Well, alright then, well they're the bad guys in this story, I guess. The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. Uh-oh. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van doesn't go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure this swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. Oh, okay. I know, yeah. I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue, and connected by sugar glass. Connected by sugar. What the heck? Oh, that's some like a 5-star, very expensive bougie food right there. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and it's meant to be a display piece. Then how are you gonna be graded? Don't eat the food. At a cooking school? Yeah, exactly. Got toast in your ears or something, Kuwa? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition. At a cooking school, yeah, exactly. Yeah, which is why I cooked it. And did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. What the heck? I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either! If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs! What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Oh, this thing! What is it? Chicken... I forgot. The one with the hot shots. Mac and cheese. Cheese? Delicious. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drumroll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. 49 dog years? What's that, like 12? No. 8? 5? 6? I don't know. I'm throwing random numbers here. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you all get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. Okay. Divide by 7, so... Oh, 7! Yay! 7 years old. Oh, big baby. You win! I win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Van Van and Ashley are drawn back in its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. Yay! Hooray! There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment. Get their groove on. Oh wow, dancing party. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school graduation dance. Okay. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. Sure is. You can even see the windows. That's cute. Cute detail. DJ Dog is in the house! Woo! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van Van and Ashley tell everyone that they're committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. Put on some pants or something. Come on now, Van Van. You're in a school. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. Okay then. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Ah. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up taking the spork. Sorry, party monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically. Oh, she looks cute. But she found the love in her cooking. And you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late into the dance. But apparently, for good reason, he has a crown. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the last we could do for the school's dean. Oh, he's the dean's child, that's why. Now I get it. And we get the new wing, a new wing on the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of a chancellor or of such and such, okay. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I've graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just become to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear that she managed to surprise you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. Okay. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Okay. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Oh, the blossoms are even going through, like, on top of the text box. Howdy, classmates. That's it? Surely you've got better drip than that. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give him a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. Oh, bucket meal. Oh, no, it's not. It's the family thing. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? What? No, it's not the end. Okay. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Kuwa, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. Okay, then lay it on thick, us. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100 he's just yapping about his business, okay. And once my 100 franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Kuwa. How sweet! We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef. Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Kuwa, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. You should really market that Colonel to the rest of the world, attract the younger folk. Yeah, but wasn't there like a... I don't know how long ago it was, but wasn't there like a younger model for Colonel Sanders? Like, I think he was like a K-pop guy or something. They dressed him up in Colonel Sanders' outfit. It's either that or the wrestler from 2016. I'll take that one. They should like rebrand him, but it's okay. It's kind of like what they did to... Because there's this local bread company back in the Philippines, or bread shop back in the Philippines. I think it was like, her name is Julie or something. Back then, her logo was of an old woman. And then later on, they made her young, which, I don't know, it kind of felt weird. It's okay though, it grew on everyone, but when it first happened, when they de-aged Julie's Bake Shop, I don't know, it felt weird. It's okay now. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Huh? That's it? Ah, KFC presents. Oh wow. A PSYOP production. Oh, cute egg. Oh, you can see my mouse still. That's cute. Oh! Colonel Sanders. The rivals. Best friend, Professor Korg? Oh wow. This is animation. Oh wow, that's animated. Oh wow, the flame, the fire, the background effects. Yay! Oh wow. Oh, that was it. That was beautiful. That was nice. Oh, we did it. Oh, credits. Yay! Thank you to these people who made the game. Beautiful. I love the art. Wait, let's put that on a little longer. I love the art. I like the logo. It's simple. They use 2 fonts, rainbow. That's pretty much it, you know? That's it for our gameplay of I Love You, Colonel Sanders. We died a few times, but it was a lot of reading. I liked it. It helped me practice my reading for sure. And the story is A-okay. I get that the Colonel is more business oriented, which is, yeah, I expected it. And I guess I'm just not too deep into the dating sim games too much. So it felt kind of weird wherein our main protagonist was thinking about just flinging themselves to the Colonel on day 2. Then again, we only have like 3 days of gameplay story, so I don't know, maybe it makes sense to others, but to me, a little too fast. But what can you do? It's a 2-hour game, you know? And I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. And, oh, look at the little ribbon. And the chicken drumsticks for the logo. I enjoyed it a lot. And I'm kinda hoping that this thing has alternate endings. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Either way, I had a fun time playing it. And if you're watching on YouTube, by the way, hello, subscribe, comment, like, also go tell your friends, and also goodbye. Bye!